Hi everyone, so second video review for this week is for Made in London by Clare Lydon. So I have just posted my Goodreads review. If you want to go and check that out, there is a link in the description below if you're on YouTube, or if you're on Facebook or my blog, then there is a link within the post, so I hope you go and check that out. And this is a video review, so Made in London by Clare Lydon. So this is the latest book in Clare's London romance series, and I've read a few of them. So I was really excited when she got in touch and asked me if I'd like to read the latest one. And all I can say, let's just start the review honestly right here. Chocolate Spread will never be the same again. Now, if you've read it, you're totally going to know what I am talking about right now. And if you haven't read it, I hope that has intrigued you enough, like literally without even having to listen to the rest of my review, to want to go and grab a copy, especially if you like Chocolate Spread. Anyway, I will leave you to make up your own mind, but Chocolate Spread will never be the same again, honestly. Oh my god. So this book, oh, so good. It is about single mum Heidi, and she has made that decision on her own. So she is single, she is proper single mum. Like, there is no ex-wife hanging around or love interest or anything. Like, she is properly doing the whole woman on her own thing, and she is rocking it. She did a great job. And she encounters a very stressed out PR guru, Eden, who they meet in the most strangest of ways. And but it was, when I say strange, I mean absolutely brilliant, but strange. And yet their paths keep crossing, so they keep finding each other completely unexpectedly, and then they discover that they are going to be attending the same festival. So naturally their paths cross again at the festival, and they get to know each other a little bit better, but not quite everything about one another. So when they meet up again, and Heidi discovers dating as a single mum is not all it's cracked up to be, when Eden has a bit of a freak out and gets the shock of her life at finding that Heidi has a child, yeah, their dating's really not got off to the right, like on the right foot. And so, you know, they both worry how they'll react if they decide to have another date, but they give it a second try, and they really can't deny they're attracted to one another. So their story is pretty much played out on this sort of back and forth as to whether they can make this work based on all their hang-ups, and like both of them kind of have them. So, you know, Clare, I've said this before and I'm going to say it again, she's the absolute queen of humour romance, like the ultimate queen. I'm telling you now, she does it so brilliantly that literally she's brought another great addition to her series. And, you know, out of the ones I've read so far in the London romance series, this one is probably my favourite, just because she's really outdone herself this time in bringing like a really hilarious but relatable story. And you'll know what I mean. So if you read this book, if you have kids, or you have ever spent any amount of time with kids, so I don't have any kids, but I can tell you I've spent years with kids. My mum used to be a childminder, so I've been surrounded by them my entire life. Literally, any experience with kids, or if you have your own kids, this is a perfect book for you. You will be in hysterics. Like, you can literally, but you don't have to have had kids or have experience with kids. You can still enjoy this book, but I'm telling you, you're going to enjoy it a hell of a lot more if you have experience with kids, or if you have your own kids. So literally, I don't think there were any moments when I was reading this that I wasn't either grinning ear to ear, or smiling, or laughing, like completely uncontrollably laughing. And that was even like through like the really emotional moments, I was probably still laughing. Literally, I mean it, like, Chocolate Spread will never be the same again. I even thinking about it now, I'm getting distracted. You can see I'm getting super distracted, and that's because I'm thinking about this particular moment with Chocolate Spread in the book, which if you've read, I bet you if you've read this book, you will totally know what I'm on about. And when you read this book, you will totally know what I'm on about. Like, there is one moment, and it literally really, like, oh, it'll give you such a mix of emotions, but brilliant. Like, only Claire could come up with something like that and like properly rock it, which she did. But like, I really did have the most amazing time reading this story. Like, I can't wait to read more from Heidi and Eden if they ever pop up again in the London Romance series, or if Claire decides to write them any more stories, because they're brilliant, both of them. They're so good. I just loved every second of the book, and I felt, you know, so happy reading it. And even when I finished, and I was smiling writing my review the other day, I am smiling now because it was such a good book. Oh my god, I've been thinking about it for days, like, oh god, it's so good. So there was like nothing more unique than Heidi and Eden's characters. Like they have so many things tying them together, so much, like fate was really pushing them together, and you know, they had so many obstacles to overcome, but they did. And Heidi's life with her daughter is kind of chaos, and yet Eden's life is like so planned out and meticulous, and she doesn't do chaos and she doesn't do messy. And yet, do you know what, they couldn't have been more opposite, but I really couldn't tell you, they are more they couldn't have been more perfect for one another. And even when they were having all the angsty moments, all the really hard, tough moments, they literally were so attracted to each other. You just knew they were going to end up together. They were going to find a way to overcome the obstacles. But you know what, for me, Eden is the star of this book. She really is, because she's a tough one. You know, she's got a lot of past, and she's got a lot of issues, and being in Heidi's life is kind of surfacing those issues. It's kind of bringing them all back, and it's making things quite difficult. And do you know, I'm just really proud of her, because as a character, she was dealing not only with sort of being sort of thrown back into her past a little bit, just by like little trigger things, but she opened up to someone new. She tried, and when she knew she'd messed up, she really did try to figure out a way not to be so messed up about it. And she trusted Heidi. She was very trusting, and you know, she then tried to embrace all those things that were frightening her, even though you could tell she was really terrified. And so I really liked that about her. You know, it just made their relationship realistic. People have hang-ups, people have problems, people have pasts, and until you really get to know someone and try to embrace the situation, I guess you'll never really know if you can handle it. So yeah, I'm super proud of Eden, and I think she's a great character, and I think we can all learn a lot from her. We can all learn a lot from Heidi too. You know, she's really positive and upbeat, given everything that she's gone through as well. But Eden's the one who had the most obstacles to overcome in order to be happy, and you know, I really hope she is really super happy now with Heidi and Maya, and having a great life. I really do. So I loved it so much, this book. Like literally, I look forward to so much more from Claire's London Romance series, because each book is uniquely brilliant. This one really grabbed my attention and I loved it. So I'll pop a link in the description so you can go and grab a copy, and hopefully you will love it as much as well. If you've read Made in London by Clare Lydon, oh please let me know what you thought of it. Come and chat to me about it. Let's talk about all those moments with all the children, and all those funny, hilarious bits in the book as well, because they were brilliant. They were absolutely so good. Yeah, you know what I mean, don't you? You see, I'm getting distracted again thinking about all those brilliant moments. And if you haven't read the book yet, but you're planning to read the book, or if it's on your to be read list, or if you are planning to get a copy now because you're interested in the book, again, let us know, because it's always great to hear what you're interested in reading. And if you do grab a copy, I really hope you enjoy it. Bye!